Mr. Mehta runs a foundation, he's the founding trustee of Fortune Forum Charity and conducts various lectures and seminars not only in central London but also abroad in Europe and other parts of the world. He also chairs the World Disarmament Campaign and he is author of various books on global activities for peace, development and human rights, and also environment. He has written a few books as well, which you can see at the back, and you can buy it. And there are a lot of leaflets on various speeches and lectures, which you can take it for free. Now, I'll call upon Vijay Mehta to do that.
So many people when I had the non-violent peace session with Dr. Asal Gandhi. Some of you are very familiar with me as well. So let me thank Jan Bharti for inviting me to give talk today. And Jan Bharti is a great institution working for the welfare for individuals and the community, and inspiration was called. It is indeed a pleasure to be among peace activists who are a driving force for change. It is always a small group of meeting people whose tireless efforts have brought changes in the world. The concept of enriching and evolving one's life through non-violent lifestyle, including the philosophy of least harm to other human beings and all species in our planet, is an admirable need. One of the best contributions of Jainism is the golden rule of life. Is that okay? People can hear at the back? The person should treat all creatures as himself would be treated. Both Buddha, Gandhi, Confucius have alluded to this golden rule of life. The underlying universal and enduring power of morality for positive action. So today, what we are going to explore is the concept of peace and non-violence. How we can broaden it to enrich not only one's own life, but can be expanded to help others by our actions. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. In enriching one's life, one engages in the basic principles of truth, ahimsa, which is non-violence, and tries to lead a life based on ethical and moral principles. It obliterates bad karma action from life, leading to spiritual enlightenment and attainment of salvation. The path of peace and non-violence are interrelated as we practice ahimsa or non-violence to achieve peace. The principles of non-violence are twofold. First is based on purity of one's thoughts, emotions and deeds. It's based on the principle of equality towards all living beings, attitude of equanimity, a state of calm and even-tempered composure, a feeling of equality towards all. No one is big or small, low or high, inferior or superior. The state of inequality is what is causing unrest in the world. To achieve peace, you must first of all develop a feeling of equanimity towards all. The second principle of ahimsa or non-violence is exercise of self-restraint in the use of material resources. If you want to transform society, we'll have to change our lifestyle and our way of working. Today, a multitude of people suffer on account of unrestrained behavior of some individuals, especially leaders of certain countries who, by taking their countries to unjustifiable wars, cause the death of millions of people. As Acharya Tulsi said, man should set an example of morality, truth and integrity in his life. The concept of non-violence is thousands of years old, and we find the principles of truth and ahimsa or non-violence in Jain, Vedic, Buddhist and Gandhian philosophies. Large numbers of people around the world are non-violent and wish to live in peace, in a family, in a village and town. It is a principle which needs training for cultivating your inner strength and controlling your agitated mind and developing a sense of coexistence and fearlessness, and also to work towards a just, killing-free world in which everyone has the right not to be killed and responsibility not to kill others. As UNESCO Declaration of a Culture of Peace says, since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. If jihadis can be trained for mass killing, surely we can also train our consciousness to non-violence and thereby change our world. We need to develop love, compassion, kindness, friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood, the positive manifestations of non-violence or ahimsa. Why? Because truth and non-violence gives you a very enlightened way of life, an enlightened way of the universe, a pure state of soul and mind, which makes the body free from attachments and desires, leading to sublime character and right beliefs. One can lead a controlled and balanced lifestyle following the principles of least violence and sustainability. Service to humanity and living for the sake of others is one of the key components of non-violent living. Because, why? Because non-violence has the ability to transcend you from an ordinary person to become an agent for change, to serve the universe. However, non-violent ideas have been around for 2,500 years. As I was talking to some people before we started the meeting, that the founder Mahavir had this vision of using the least resources, and he was talking about the environment and sustainable development and future, etc. What we are talking now. He realized then that we have got scarcity of resources, which we are realizing it now in the universe. But why then, if that is true, why only a minority of the people in the world or in humanity have adopted these? Because Jainism, we can say, is a very minority religion in comparison to Buddhism, Hinduism, Christianity, and others. Because we live in a very violent and volatile world. The only thing which has changed between the ancient times and today is the technology. But not our moral understanding, without which our progress is made. And another factor is our total focus and fixation on our own lives. Me culture these days. And this insensitiveness towards tragedies and troubles of our fellow beings, as we can see what happened in here. We are immune. I mean, of course, we are not immune. All of us probably have given some money towards the disaster in Haiti and other places, but maybe we are talking here, when I say immune, of this banking or banker culture, when you can announce 10 billion bonuses and half or three-fourths of humanity is living in $1 or $2. And that's what I'm talking about. A lot of us, I'm surely, a small lot of us, we do our bit, but for bringing peace and non-violence in the world.